what's going on? My name is Justin. Welcome to my YouTube channel, 72just. I'm making this video, I'm making this channel so that I can sort of share what I'm going through. And that sounds kind of dramatic, but I don't mean it like that. So basically, I'm going back to school. I'm going back to school for a PhD, and I kind of want to document like the process and like what I'm going to be doing. Like how it all works, talk about that stuff, but I also like to ride motocross. So I want to kind of do MX content as well. I mean, like there's got to be someone else out there like me who's like kind of interested in like nerdy stuff or whatever, but also likes to, ride motocross at the same time. So I know that there's people out there, it's like, I don't know, they don't really see people in certain kind of ways that they could do certain kind of things. That's kind of a very vague way to put it. But I think that it's sort of like an interesting dynamic. So I'm sort of learning a lot of things, right? So I'm learning, whatever I have to learn to do this PhD. So I'm doing a PhD in information science at a local university. I'm in Texas, but I'm also hopefully going to be riding more in motocross and MX and training in both things, hopefully. So I want to start getting footage of that, but continuing, like I said, to talk about trying to get my doctorate as well. And I felt like it's something that's like kind of unique. Otherwise I wouldn't be making this channel, because I've tried making other kind of content like when I was, in my slightly younger years or whatever. But I think this is like something that is kind of unique. So that's why I'm trying to start documenting all this stuff. So how did I get into this thing? So I have a few degrees. I went to school a few times. I've been to multiple schools. That's kind of how it works to get to this level. So a few months ago, I finally managed to apply for a PhD program, and I managed to get in, which is great. Pat myself on the back or whatever, But how did I get there is that I had a math tutor. So I've always been really bad at math. Not really bad at math. In high school, I definitely played around a lot, and that's kind of important for math stuff, like higher level math. So I needed to get a math tutor. So I was tutored in math for like half a year. And I was getting tutored not because I was going into the program, but because I had to take a placement test. So a lot of people in high school, there's like the ACT, there's the GRE, there's this stupid placement exams that most people, including myself, don't like doing. It makes sense on a certain level. It's like, yeah, you want to be able to grade people and tell what they can do. So I get it, but I had to take the GRE for this program that I was doing for the information science, which is like computer stuff, right? Had to take the freaking test. So that's what I did, and that's why I got tutored. And I ended up studying for that too. So I was with my tutor. I was like, okay, man. Let's call him Bob. I was like, okay, Bob, I want to try to apply for this PhD program. I don't know if I'm going to get in, but I know I need to take this test. So we bought a bunch of textbooks and stuff to train for this thing, for the GRE placement exam or whatever, and ended up taking it, and I ended up doing a little bit better than I thought I was going to do. So basically how it works is there's 3 sections. There's different analysis sections. There's quantitative, which is math, there's written, and then there's basically vocabulary, right? So do you know really unnecessarily big words with multiple syllables for whatever reason, like prestidigitation. I don't know. Whatever hoops they want you to jump through, you just gotta jump through those things, man. So I ended up taking it, and I did better than I thought, but I have no idea how I got the math score that I got, because it ended up basically being, it's a timed exam. Before a year ago, the exam was 3 hours, 3.5 hours, and they made it shorter to an hour and a half. So that probably doesn't even really sound that short. So I was there for like an hour and a half. I took the exam, but the problem is like I didn't practice for doing speed math. Like I'm not a competitive math practicer, right? So a lot of the questions that I could have gotten figured out and gotten them right, I ended up having just to kind of like do my best judgment on them, and that sucked, dude, because I was not ready for freaking like doing some next level, like not like a spelling bee, but like competition math, dude. Like I'm not, I didn't get tutored in that, right? I was just getting tutored in the fundamentals, like what's a quotient, like basic stuff like that, but also like, you know, like doing like quadratics and all these other kind of like big crazy things, right? But I didn't practice them at speed, at velocity. I didn't practice that, okay? I was just like, how do you do them? He was like, he helped me with that. But like, I'm not a Ferrari, you know, I don't go any faster. I'm like a Volkswagen in math, man. I'm like slow, and I felt reliable, but when I got into it, I felt like a broken down bicycle. I don't know, something way slower and like less dependable. Maybe, I don't know, bicycle, that could be debatable. She's a little thirsty. Oh, not the radiator coolant.